Hey guys, Panther 0822 here. I've got my camera back up and running for the most part. I have noticed some technical issues. I know the picture quality, based off the recordings I've done, look like shit. At least to my standards, they look like shit. But there's a lot more play in settings and a few other things that I'm honestly gonna have where I can get them. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's always appreciated. Don't forget to that subscribe button down on the bottom, so that you guys can be updated when I do live streams and vlogs, because I do vlogs 7 days a week, technology, health, and schedule permitting, and I do gameplay with the same caveats, whether health or schedule permitting. So I tried like 3 attempts today to finish out Knights of the Old Republic, and it failed miserably. I ended up having to do quite a bit of troubleshooting actually on my computer, and honestly, I'm really at a point where, based off of what I know of computers, which honestly is more than others and not as much as some, so, like, my father-in-law knows way more about computers than I do, but he's lived in computers, and that's what he did for the military for years, so, and there are people who are getting an education in it, who live in the technology field and know more about this stuff than I do, because they're actively in it, and I'm not. I haven't been actively in it in quite some time, so. Oh, excuse me. The few things that I can remember in regards to when it comes to computers is you want to get as much shit off the motherboard as possible. If you can buy an independent sound card, an independent graphics card, you are in a far better place, because you are now actually taking processor, you're now taking resources that the main motherboard was dedicating into that, and now that motherboard no longer has to deal with running those two components. It's got 2 individual cards that are running it, and it makes the computer a lot happier, and makes the computer honestly run a hell of a lot smoother. But in order to do that, it's going to be about a $500 investment to get a sound card and a graphics card. And honestly, the type of graphics card I really want is a little spending at about $800 to $1,000 by itself. However, there is a I want to say it's an Asus for almost, I want to say 70% less than that. It's like 2 something, 3 something, somewhere around in there. But it does support Asus makes a good product. I don't have any issues with Asus. I have issue with Windows, but I don't have issues with Asus. So I was a Microsoft person for a very, very long time. I didn't much see the point in a Mac. And then over the years, I learned a lot more about Macs, learned about how their operating systems worked, how they were more secure, how they run better and faster, and how Macs are able to do far more with far less, as far as RAM goes. I mean, to give you an equivalent, to give you a scenario or an example of what was given to me, and it's showing that I am offline. I am not offline. I am streaming. I hate YouTube. YouTube royally pisses me off. But to give you an example as far as that goes, although this might be streaming somewhere else. No, it's streaming. I know where it's going. Okay. To give you guys an example, basically, I don't think that's really going to make much of a difference, but we'll find out. If a PC can it requires at least 4 gigs of RAM to do something. A Mac only requires 2 or less. It will only require like 1 gig of RAM or something like that. So Macs are far more efficient in their utilization of the hardware and the software. They didn't get nailed for monopoly laws. So it's moderately ironic. So yes, Apple, its own company, they have their own billions of dollars, and there's a lot of people who'd be like, "You didn't do that." Yeah, go back, do your research. No, I mean, there is a high possibility that Apple actually bought those shares back, and he's no longer a majority shareholder. That's possible. But at one point, I know that Gates did actually own around 50-ish% of the stock of Apple, but I don't know if he still does. Anyways, that being completely besides the point and moderately off topic. I really just don't like the Windows operating system, and I don't like PCs, mainly because in a lot of ways they're inefficient machines. There are some manufacturers that make a really solid machine, and I support them, like the computer I'm running. The computer I'm running is a Lenovo. Lenovo is owned by IBM, or at least is a subsidiary of IBM. I don't remember which one it is, because I honestly don't know. It's either they are IBM or they're a subsidiary of IBM. Either way, they're part of IBM's family. And IBM makes a phenomenal computer. They really do. They're great computers. They're great servers. Like Lenovo's. Lenovo, if you can remember back in the old days, back to the E-machines, where you got a fantastic computer for a great price, that's where Lenovo kind of took up. Now, E-machine, when they first started, kind of had some serious hardware and software issues initially, and then they worked on it and they fixed it, and towards the end of their life, E-machines were absolutely fantastic, and they were worth the invest. For $430, and it's got 12 gigs of native RAM, and an AMD A10 chip would be more or less around an A5 or an i5 processor, thereabouts. I mean, to go equivalents. The A8 would be like an i3 processor. The A10 is like an i5. The A12 would be the i7 for rough comparison. If you really want to know, go out and do some research of your own. But when I was working for Office Depot in their tech department, I had to know that type of thing and give a comparison so people would understand. And that's what I had learned at that point. So, anyways, take it for what it's worth. I would always encourage you to do your own research, find out for yourself, actually verify, and go from there. Don't ever take my word for something. Take your time, do your own research. So, anyways, YouTube is showing that I'm offline because YouTube has had. And it has actually done entire things, which is one of the main reasons why most people are actually switching over to Twitch, is because Twitch is a far better service. And I do have a Twitch account, and I do actually try and upload. I have not been as good with that in the past, but I'm working on it, basically, as I'm trying to get better at things. And honestly, I'm really at about of thinking of migrating 100% or like 90% over to Twitch. Mainly because I like Twitch a lot more. I really do. It's a lot cleaner service. Streaming works a lot better. The servers are more reliable. To give you an example of why I'm actually kind of pissed at YouTube right now is, and actually, I'll probably let's see here, help and feedback. I might actually just do this while I'm on the stream, mainly because I'm thinking about it and I'm annoyed. The Canary and Aftermath video that I did Monday, it's still processing. I cannot right now go through, add anything as far as like monetization, finalize things as far as language set and things like that. All right. And there we go. I sent the feedback. Hopefully, when I'm done with this vlog, it doesn't do the same shit where it sits there and processes for like a fucking week. Just not cool. Not even remotely. There may be other content creators who are having the same issue, or you may not be having the same issue at all. Maybe there's just something going on with my video. Maybe my video somehow got corrupted and it had an issue. And I mean, at this point, I'm about a point of deleting the video and re-uploading the video. That's really about where I'm at, because it's pissing me off. And actually, I think I might actually just do that. It's actually a good idea. Assuming I can actually... Cannot... Oh, that's because... Oh, that's because my webpage is not fucking responding. Great. Although part of that may be because I'm looking at this shit through the Edge browser, and the Edge browser is... Yeah, close all damn windows. Sorry, I have a lot of anger trying to stream my normal KOTOR Thursday game, and that fucked up. I was not able to do that, which royally hacked me off. And then I've been actually having a video issue where my computer was not quite recognizing my camera. I mean, I was having some issues, so I ended up wasting the majority of today doing troubleshooting, which royally pissed me off, because I mean, I ended up losing. Send me a friend, and you guys can send me a friend request, and then when I load up the game, you guys can I'll invite you to join, and I'll let you guys know what the password is. Although the video has 6 views, so actually deleting the video would actually not be a good idea because it's got 6 views. Yeah, I'll just send a message. I already sent the feedback to YouTube. I really hate I gotta be really honest. Even though it's got 6 views, if it's not uploaded, if it's not done processing by tomorrow, I'm gonna delete the video and I'm going to re-upload the video, because I will. For the most part, my filters and my attitude has honestly been shit. Which you can probably tell by the video because I'm doing a hell of a lot of swearing and being very vocal. So my MS has not been terribly kind to me. Although my attitude over the last... Give me a minute. Hero! Stop that. Over the last 2 days, I've had 3 MRIs, and basically nothing has really changed, technically. Well, I guess technically it's true. However, we went from like four lesions in my brain and 2 in the spine to like the same 2 in the spine and now like 15 lesions in my brain. And my neurologist, based off of what I was able to read, and I'll get further information because I'm seeing her next Tuesday. Basically, what I was able to glean is they're inactive lesions. However, due to the medicine that I'm on, there's a high possibility that the gelenia is repressing the MS to where it's not really affecting me too much. But it is potentially making the other lesions in the other areas more visible, so we can possibly maybe treat some things a little more directly. But I'll find out when I talk to her. Although I did have a little bit of a freak out because I was a little bit pissed because yesterday when I read it, I was like, how did we go? Why is more lesions not a bad thing? And again, the only thing that I can think of is the lesions were already there. They were either too small for the MRI to catch the first time, which is possible because, again, chemistry, I mean, your body rejuvenates itself every 7 years. I mean, your body is not the same, and that goes pretty much the same for everything. Your cells go into a cell division and replication. You're shedding your skin. in your hair. I mean, every 7 years you technically have a new you. Is kind of an interesting way to think about it. Is every 7 years your body again, and you don't really think about it because I mean you're just you. You've just gotten 7 years older. I mean you don't really. I mean you may notice some differences and things like that as far as like your personality or your opinions or things like that. I mean I got to be really honest. The opinions that I have now are not anywhere. Some of them are not the same that I had 7 years ago. My opinion on some things has drastically changed. Although having a lifelong disease like MS kind of changes your perspective on shit. So anyways, I've kind of rambled for about 20 minutes about nothing specific. So for those of you who have watched and tolerated me, thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta be really honest, I get uppity if I don't get a chance to do a vlog, and I get very uppity when my technology does not work and does not allow me to play, because honestly me streaming for you guys and me doing gameplay for you guys is a good stress reliever for me. It really is, despite the pounding on the desk and the yelling and the screaming at the game and whatnot. It really is a good stress reliever for me. So anyways, Terraria tomorrow starting at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My Steam ID is in the description below, so send me a friend request, and we'll get started at 8:30. If you see me on at about 8, it's probably because I'm in the process of getting the world all set up, because I am going to spend probably a little bit tonight and or tomorrow seeing if I've got a world that I've got, but I will more than likely actually create an entirely new world for the stream. Although I've got a world that I'll probably actually use. And we'll go from there. So anyways, I am going to try and finish out the Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know if I'll get to it tomorrow. I may just save it for either Saturday or next Tuesday. We'll see how I'm feeling. And we'll see if the game, if shit actually works. Because Knights of the Old Republic was also actually fucking up on me really badly. And ironically, when I played on the... Because I played the game on the Xbox. I'd never beat the game on the Xbox, but I did play it. And the place where the game is crapping out on me right now is ironically the same place it crapped out. I lost the game. I don't remember if the game broke or if my Xbox got screwed up. I don't remember what it was, but something happened that made it so I couldn't finish the game. And it was pretty much about the same spot that I'm at now. So I'm a little frustrated because I haven't beaten this game. And I know that I can, and I know that I will. I'm just frustrated because the game or my software keeps fucking up and is making shit more difficult. So, I will finish it. I've just got to find a way to make the technology work and behave. So yeah. Anyways, we've also got Dragon Age that we'll be doing Monday, and we'll be going from there. Anyways. I'm tired. I've rambled long enough. Thank you guys so much. It is always appreciated. So, like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you get notified when I do streams, because I do it Monday. Again, I do streams provided technology, health, or schedule doesn't interfere. I do something basically every day of the week. Anyways, thank you guys, and until the next time, this is Panther 022. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.